Hey, it's the frequency in use. I'm going to ask the question because I've been listening. This is K4PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Nothing heard. Let's move right on then. If there is emergency traffic or any kind of emergency you have, you call 911, or if that doesn't work, or even if it does work, you can call us and we'll talk you down. That may be broken at any time for emergency traffic. For information on this net, you can see us right now, or at least you can see the screen. Well, on your screen on your PC, laptop, or phone, you can see us on YouTube. Put in my call, K4PEW, on the search block in YouTube, and it'll bring up I'll call it a production. It's not much of a production, but it's a production. And you can see the my signal, what your signal strength is versus other. To me, it's a relative thing, but you can also listen to who I'm talking to, through the magic of radio and also the. At any rate, you can go there, or you can go to our website also and look for information on Simplex. That's 146415.net. Information on Simplex, and very entertaining, I think. Also, you can go to our groups site. You see our net schedule, but you can see that you can sign up for the routine group emails that we send out for reminders for the nets. They're mostly radio related information and all sales of equipment, etc. Anyway, A4PEW at ARRL.net. The net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We meet at 8. Well, no, 2 nights anyway. And on 146.415 FM Simplex. Of course, we do nets on other bands, which makes it awful. This week we conduct the net as always on 146.415. Purpose of the net is to have fun. Figure out, well, also why it works well. I'm told that tonight the conditions are very good. The last net it was also we had fantastic, reasonably good 2 conditions. But tonight we're doing 2 meter FM. We're going to move on to the 2 meter upper sideband, which is 144. Upper sideband 144.240, in case you weren't aware of it. And then on to actually not onward and upward to 50.135 upper sideband on 6 meters. So we don't get as many people involved in the sideband stuff as I know. There are many people who don't have that capacity for either or the 6 meter upper sideband, but it tends to induce people to get there though. So there's been, there's always going to create an bands besides and modes besides FM simply. At any rate, the announcement of those 3 nets. We had a nice breakfast this morning over at Golden Corral. There was, I think there were 9 of us there, but it wasn't paying much. We had a good time, and it was cheaper. Shoney's, I don't know, somebody have to explain this to me. Shoney's get charged change without the tip, and you go to Golden Corral for essentially the same breakfast, and it's $10 and change without the tip. So it's too low. But if I were Golden Corral, I'd raise the price. At any rate, does anybody have any other announcements we need to be aware of? Oh yeah, you don't have to breathe hard. We've got the net tomorrow night. I say we have. There is a net tomorrow night. It's 7:30 p.m. 415 upper sideband, and that's the mid-10 phone net, which is done by Michael KM4YRF. On Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. Not like 8 o'clock here, but Sunday nights is at 7:30, and that's on 28.415. So it's been a good night. He's been doing that for about, I don't know, 2 years and some months. So it's been working out well. Any other announcements? Any engagements, weddings, funerals, wakes? All right, good news. Nobody got married, nobody died, or even. Well, very good. We're going to start out the net then on. We're starting with people short on time. That number 794, starting from the south when we get to that point. But who's short on time? Please come now. The sit conditions were good, but I'm not hearing anything. Hang on one sec. Okay, there we go. Who was that?
It was Rick first.
Oh, yeah. I could barely hear Rick. Could you hear him very well?
Oh, yeah, he's booming over here.
One more time, Rick. Go ahead. Wow, it's pretty rough to me. I got you in there. I didn't hear it all perfectly, but I know it's you. Boy, that's a rough. I'm not even going to ask you what you're doing because it's a really, really rough copy to me. Well, it was good to have you at breakfast this morning. I have no idea what you just said. Maybe you might, but good to have you in there. Hope everything's well. K4PEW. What do you say, Michael?
He just doesn't know what's going on.
Well, that's quite evident. I don't know if you remember the Charlie Chan movies. I think they made those movies in the 30s. I was watching them in the 50s when I was a kid. And Charlie Chan, his son was always a semi-dummy, and his son wakes up. Charlie Chan comes into the room and says, "What happened?" And his son, had been knocked out trying to catch somebody in a crime. And he got up and he says, "Dad," he goes, "Pops," he called him Pops. He goes, "Pops, I don't know what happened. I'm still dead." Charlie Chan looked at him and says, "Have thought same since birth."
I love that.
Anyway, the movie historical data. And Charlie Chan is canceled because he was an Anglo guy playing a Chinese guy. What's up with that? Anyway, who else is short on time? Can anybody hear that? Because I'm not getting any of it. Whoever just did that just broke my squelch. Hey, hold on one second.
I believe that's Jim.
I had to get back to my. One second. What's so wrong with my squelch here? I'm getting everything messed up tonight. You can tell there's a professional job going on here with this production. All right. I don't know. I did have the squelch wrong on the radio. It's for FM here. So who was that last person? Please come on. Hey, very good. How you doing, Larry?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. You doing all right?
Well, now that I got properly for the net, I'm doing great.
That's good. Yeah, I saw I missed the breakfast this morning. I forgot all about it. It was done too late, but I'll be down there next Saturday. No, it don't happen.
All right, sounds good, Larry. Look forward to seeing you. Yeah, well, by the way, Larry has, while I got you guys on the net anyway, the people that are here, Larry he's thinking about buying, excuse me, an FT5 DR Yaesu dual band radio. Now, is that FT5 or is that a mobile radio? I didn't look it up.
It's a handheld.
Okay. Tough now because you're not going to be able to get out very far with that handheld, because it's only going to have 5 watts.
Okay. It might not be able to hit this repeater's end, you know it.
That's right. You do talk to repeaters, you'll do all right, but you're not going to do all right on simplex with that handheld.
Okay. Yes, I need to get a mobile.
Yeah, exactly. Well, very good. Yeah, we can talk about that a little later, Larry, but everything else going okay for you?
Everything doing good. We'll Saturday morning. We'll see what we work out.
All right, sounds like a winner. I look forward to it. That was Larry, KG for it is Kilo Golf 4. I wrote it down wrong. It's November Foxtrot Tango.
Kilo Tango Foxtrot.
I had the letters backwards. I'm sorry. It's November Tango Foxtrot. Kilo Golf 4, November Tango Foxtrot. A good one. That was Larry. He is in Murfreesboro area. Kilo Golf 4, November Tango Foxtrot. Who else is short on? So another one with no copy, but this time it's for real. Anybody copying that station?
All I got was the squelch break.
I try one more time, please, and double your power and double your height. I still got nothing. You can always email me. That'd be great because I'm not copying anything, and neither copying that station. Yeah, email me your text and the you can text there. All right. Well, very good. Who else is short on time? No, Bella. Sorry if I use on YouTube. I was screaming at my dog. Who else is short on time? All righty. Well, let's move on to any first time. All righty, then we'll start from wherever I was starting from, the south. Please come now. All right, I got Bill. Hold on one second, Bill. I got Tony here. Got Tony in Smyrna. Everything going well, Tony?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to see Oklahoma today. Don't recommend it, but we went.
You got to listen. Beggars can't be choosy. How much do you pay for the annual season, or you just pay for the events as they come up?
And it makes us sound like we're highfalutin or blue bloods, but it's really not that expensive.
No, I understand. I understand. That's a nice way to. And are there obviously?
I'm sorry. What?
Are there events that are excluded at the Ryman on the season's ticket?
Yeah. T-Pack, not Ryman.
Oh, okay, very good. I got you. So there are events that are excluded, though.
Yeah, well, they always kind of like extras, and for the most part, there are things like racing anyway. We have a good time with it. It comes up, and we have a good time, and you see what I write, so I don't know if it enriches my life.
I think it does. I think it, gives you a good broad view of what's available in the entertainment areas, and you have a good time with it.
And like I said, and most people probably have no idea what we're talking about when I say you see what I write. But anyway, there you go.
Now, what Tony goes to events, both at the Ryman and TPAC, and he writes reviews. You ought to write them and tell them you like to see those. He writes some really very nice reviews to it. They're an objective, at least from his viewpoint, they're objective, and I think they're pretty good myself. The reviews I've seen. Anything else for the net, Mr. Tony?
No, I think I just about do it.
All right, very good. You have a good night. KF4 KFQ in Smyrna. Excellent signal. You're like about 40 over if I glanced at it right. I think I just heard Bill. Bill, horrible tonight. I could barely understand what you just said. Is your battery up to full power?
Yes, it is.
Okay, no, your signal's not that bad on the meter. It's like a S5 or whatever it was. So the conditions must be horrible for properly, because it really is not your signal's usually nice and clear, and your audio is nice and clear and crisp. And tonight it's not. How are you copying me? Oh no, I'm and I want to see if some other stations in South also have the same problem besides you, because obviously your signal's always. Very good, Bill. Good to have you in there. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Odd conditions the way the weather's going. I'm not sure why, but I think there are. That's Kilo Mike 4 November. Bill is always on. That's why I asked him about his battery, because he's on solar power all the time, except when it's dark out. And then the system works in reverse power out of the battery. No, he's got a nice little system that he operates 100% on solar 100% of the time, which is kind of cool. It's really cool. South.
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie.
Hello.
Another exciting day in paradise. Just sitting here copying the mail, really. Been actually enjoying it. Of course, my phone keeps ringing, but it's fine. Neighbor's tree fell down, blocked the street, but, it's all out, clear the road. Other than that, doing good.
Was that little wind we had yesterday yesterday evening from that storm?
The neighbor across the street, I mean, he has what I wish I had, but I mean, I try to be realistic. You can't, obviously, in the neighborhood, a lot of trees around your house because of the risk. And that house is completely surrounded by trees. And it's a high hill, but didn't fall on the house. It fell out towards the road and blocked the road.
Yeah, I had the same thing when we had those the same kind of winds, those straight line winds, and it knocked over a 65.
Well, if this one started another 10, 12 feet longer, it would have hit the one in front of my house. I don't pull power off it yet. It doesn't blow the whole power transfer unit in my area. I still have power, but there's just people on my street to do.
Yes, how long did it take you to clear the tree?
Well, just to get the road cleared, it didn't take but about cut it into 3 pieces, and then another neighbor came over and he tied off because he had a heavier duty strap than I did. I mean, my truck would have moved it, but I didn't have a big heavy duty strap like this guy did. So I cut it to pieces, and he moved it over the side from it. So the rest that's left is up to him to get cleaned up.
Yeah, it's always a lot of work, and but you don't relish doing it. It is a lot of work.
Well, the funny thing about that is my claim to fame is to let, after leaving Memphis in eastern Arkansas, I lived in the middle of nowhere, and we've had this where you have all these things. You have the air compressor, you have the vehicle jumper, you have chainsaw, you have backup fuel generator. I don't think I've ever used it in 20 years. And I come here, more power outages. In 20 years, that came down and blocked the road that I do something with was here. It's all in the truck everywhere we went because, the tree would come down and block the road, which it does, but it never does drive down the road. But I come here, tree down, power outages. It's amazing.
Yeah. I had here to Nashville. In Florida, I lived there for almost 37 years, and it's hurricane warnings and heavy tropical storms every year, even a few tornadoes, but nothing serious. And I never had any serious damage at all. I come here, bam, I lose half my fence, I lose my roof, I lose my antennas. It's like, I moved here.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I'm concerned with the neighbor's yard is they do have a couple of trees, and it's a rental, so not about it. It's the management company, but they do have a couple trees. If they were to come completely down, the roots up and all, and come would hit my vehicle, it's long enough to do it, and that's a concern. Um, and then, of course, if it's unless Tennessee has a separate state law that says otherwise, but if it's a good, healthy tree and it's an act of God and it's knocked over, then it's on. Whereas if it's a rotten tree, then it's on the property owner. Unless the state's got a different ruling about that, I'm not aware of. So that's a we've cleared everything out away from my house here. The same thing we've done out in the country. Clear everything out away from the house through the forest fire. The fire can't follow the vegetation up to your house. You take precautions, but nobody does that. Nobody does that stuff here. But anyway.
No, I understand. Well, that's why we have insurance, quite honestly. I hate to see things get busted up, but insurance pays for them.
Anyway, it's no big deal. I cut it up. I got some good firewood out of it. The road's clear, so I guess unless another neighbor complains, all the debris on the side of the road. I guess it's there for a little while.
Yeah, well, now you got seasoned firewood for the next winter.
No, it's just for the pit outside. I wish I had a fireplace here, but I don't. Just for the pit. I put the rotten wood and put these green ones in there, and I have good fire all night.
Oh, I got you. Well, very good. Good to hear you. Well, I'm glad you nothing serious with the tree. That was Larry. He's in what you call it, Walter Hill, and that's Kilo Bravo 5X down.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Very good, Larry. How many do you have on D-Star?
It was a rough beginning. I was on the wrong frequency, but we finally wound up with 4.
Oh, excellent. Well, yeah, I've never made mistakes like that, Larry. Never.
I know, I'm embarrassed. I'll let you get on with it, man. K4, that's what I mean.
In Rockville, he does the D-Star Net, and there was 4 check-ins tonight, and his call is Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Good seeing South.
KM4GM.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Oh, no. It's been a while since I checked in. I thought I better check in before I read about myself in the obituaries. D-Star Net. It's been a while. Thought I better make an appearance, and hope everybody's doing well. Everything's going good out this way.
Our bylaws don't support canceling or rejecting or throwing anybody out. Can't throw you out even if we wanted to.
Well, Paul, if you throw me away, I'm just going to come right back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it's it's all good. People have a great hobby. I can't possibly expect everybody to check in all the time. They do have other lives.
And ham radio is an important part of it, but there are other parts that are even more important. But just say good evening to the bunch. Wave my hand at everybody. It's not TV, so you can't. I'm just doing it. But anyway, nothing much here, Paul. So we'll say good evening and let you get on with it. Okay.
Yeah, very good, Tom. That was Tom in Rockville. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Great signal as always. Of course, he's got a very nice tower and a very good location in Rockville. Who else is south?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta 10 and Smyrna.
Anything good going on in Smyrna?
Not that's been reported. And I told my brother-in-law, I said, we're going to have to take these 4 women, put them in the other. Because they were all 3 talking, and all 4 of them talking, nobody listened.
Well, it's a wider audience because usually when the wife is talking, the ex-wife is talking, there's only one person not listening.
took away the attention from the radios today.
Very good. Anything else good going on?
No, sir. 73 next time. WB40 clear.
Yeah, very good. That's Ken. He's in Smyrna, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Who else is or west? Or excuse me, east.
WA4ZHI.
Yeah, very something noisy. James, you were in there first.
I'm doing all right. How are you doing today? Front.
Doing good, I think. Nice, cool day. Boy, was it? It was actually a little too cool. First thing this morning, it was actually.
I wear my long pants every day. Went out shopping today with my wife.
Special.
It was meal. It was went to buy some lights for the.
You mean Lowe's or Home Depot? You mean?
Yeah, it was Lowe's.
Yeah, very good. You find something you love.
Just got to match what I already had. I had 2 lights that went out, and so we bought some new lights to put in later.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's funny. So many of the light fixtures I found. I used to do that kind of stuff for a living when I was working. But most of the fixtures now seem to be made over in Mexico.
Well, I thought these were just regular.
Oh, you mean bulbs or fixtures?
Just the bulbs to put in the fixtures.
Most of those bulbs are made in China.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, no, I'm getting tired of hearing that and seeing that, though. It really, here's our seemingly arch enemy, and we're buying all their crap.
Yeah, I got to get them a ladder tomorrow.
Well, be careful as always.
No, my wife said don't try it, but I said she'll hold the ladder while I climb the ladder.
Anything else for the net, James?
No, everything's going all right. Pretty good.
Yeah, very good. That's James. He's here in Mount Juliet. You're on the Kenwood tonight, right?
Yes, I am.
Working great. I just want to make sure. That's Hotel India, James here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east?
Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo.
All right, very good. What's going on, Richard? Good to see you this morning.
Good to be there. And not much. Just got out on club meeting, and we're making some progress towards some things, and things are looking up, and I'm glad for that. But other than that, nothing really going. Back doing well. 7-3. Take it back to you, KI4SIB.
I got the plans all defined for the Ham Fest in August.
Progress.
Good. Good to hear. I mean, everything's going. I mean, it's still a go, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just want to make sure. And you're going to get a big crowd this year.
Well, I hope I'm going to hold you to that. I hope you're right.
No, I really do. I think that, Huntsville, I think that there in Lebanon will be jammed up big at the fairgrounds. And I just expect there to be a lot more people out after this pandemic. So many, or not so a lot. That's not really the right way to say it. Not been seen because they're reluctant to go out in the crowds. And that's what, we miss seeing people.
Yeah, some folks are still gun shy, and but from my standpoint, I hadn't slowed down yet, really. I never stopped working. I never did anything but do it full time.
Yep, I'm with you. Well, you really didn't have a choice if you have a job,
Jobs they deemed essential.
Yeah, you in the post office, right?
If you can believe that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was, my wife works for the post office, so I always find that funny. See, the post office is essential. But man, this country comes to a halt very quickly. But then we find out we can do everything online.
And lots of it being done online. But
oh, absolutely. No, it is a necessary thing. I'm not making fun of it. They have a lot of man, do they handle a lot of, they still handle a day. Oh, I don't remember. I forgot. I figured it out from their website one time. It's actually astounding how much mail the U.S. Postal Service handles. Mind blowing.
I tell you something I wish they would find out, figure out how much actual mail goes as opposed to junk mail. What the percentage is.
Oh, my guess 5% is first class mail.
Just everything pure D junk.
Yeah, I'm going to put a trash can next to my post box.
Sure. In a very short period of time, and then you'd have to dump it.
Yeah, my aunt used to heat her house with the junk mail.
Wow. I used to go to the office with my dad when he was still working, and he first thing get his mail, and he goes through it, and 95% of it he puts straight.
Yeah, it is. It's well, again, if they're willing to send it out, I'm willing to throw it out, but it just makes me work. It makes me take trash out to the dumper. Anyway, anything else good for the net, Richard?
Nah, that's about all I got. Y'all carry on and take care, and 7-3 to everybody on the net, and you too. I can KI4SIB.
Very good. That's Richard and his bride Stephanie. It's Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Who else is east?
C4TW.
Hey, week tonight. You on the HT? Wes?
Oh no, I'm mobile.
Oh, okay. No, that's better. You must have been in a bad spot there momentarily.
Yeah. Got a puppy in the truck with. That's good here in Lebanon. I think.
Yeah, you were breaking up a little bit of picket fencing. You made the trip to the airport was uneventful.
I think with you got somebody calling WA4JJY.
Oh, hold on. I don't mind. Do I hear? Who did I hear in there? JJY, you see in there? Eddie? Yo, Eddie, you still there?
Paul is not copying. Without support, Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, he's calling you, Paul. Do you not hear him?
No, I heard a little bit of a squelch break there, but that was about. Must be going bad because I can normally hear him.
It's weird for me tonight. I'm hearing some stations better than usual, particularly. But yeah, he's S3 to me, so check him in, WA4JJY.
Yeah, well, he's in. I think he's in Antioch.
Oh, very good. That's why I'm copying.
It's weird that I can't copy him though. So something happened to his antenna. He must be copying me. So Eddie, it's good to hear from you. I don't know what's going on with the. Keep me posted, man.
Say again, JJY. Say again. JJY. I'm sorry. Very good. I'll pass that on Paul. He said he's been sick for a couple of weeks, and he'll check his antenna and see what's going on.
All right. Because if you need help, he's not a spring chicken like you are.
Oh, I'm no spring chicken, but Paul's volunteering to give lots of help.
I can round it up and help where I can. Yeah. Well, very good. I guess he can hear me. I don't know. Anyway, that's Eddie, Whiskey Alpha 4, Juliet, as he calls the Japanese junkyard, and he's in Antioch, which I could. It was on a relay, so appreciate that, Greg.
You're jumping all over that. I think we're still south, aren't we?
Or are we still south? No, we go.
I thought we were doing south first and then west, but maybe I'm out of sequence. Sorry. Go ahead and check me in though.
Yeah, no, I did south and no one else answered, so you must have been bagging sand over there. All right, anyway. All right, Greg. Anything good for the net tonight?
Not doing good. Like I talked earlier, did some. It was pretty cool earlier. That was real steady up towards the northeast.
Yeah, but it's weird condition. Meters are going to be great, and I can't hear Eddie, which he may have another problem, but even a couple of the other stations that normally come in just fine, I'm not hearing very.
And I'm the opposite. I'm actually hearing better than usual.
Weird. It's hard to imagine it's that isolated in the problems.
I kept this little logbook, with check marking, just 4 or 5 items, like propagation and noise, and with a little column off to the side for notes.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'll have my assistant do that, but
Yeah, if I had a secretary, I'd call it it.
very good. That was Greg at Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor, who just did a nice job of doing the check-in for Eddie. Who else is south or east? Nobody else south or east?
N4JAV, Allen 11.
Hey, Alan, how?
Can't complain.
Well, you can if you want to. It just falls on deaf ears most of the time.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't doing any good.
Worse than a chronic complainer. I've been there.
I've had a lot to complain about lately, but I just keep my mouth shut.
Is everything going well for you over there?
Oh, yeah. Things are looking up. So, yeah, good.
Well, you got a good signal tonight.
Well, I got 10 watts dialed up instead of 5. Might be the difference.
Well, 10 watts, so that's not too shabby.
Not bad. You're about 30 over on me.
Yeah, well, you don't have my antenna. That's the issue.
Just ain't got it in the air yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember which one you bought. So you did buy the X700? Man, it's that's almost like putting on the Ritz, it's because that's the most expensive 2-meter. Well, I think I'm.
Yeah, I'll be glad to get it in the air. I've got a few more things on this spring.
Oh yeah, no, it's the other people who have upgraded their antennas. They just like me, same deal. Yeah, really great antenna, even if it's not the best in the world. But and you get it up high, and you go, oh man, I can hear everybody so much better, and I can hear things that it makes my ham radio so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I gotta get my HF game going. I can't hear anybody on the team, and I can't hear much of anything. I can hear 20 meters, but nobody can hear me. So I got a wire to get up, and I'll make some dipoles with, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I put up 2 antennas, end-fed, the end-fed 225-foot wire, and then the other one, which does pretty well, and then the other one was a fed Wyndham for 160 through 10, and that thing is just, I think it might be 80 through 10, 6, but that thing really, I mean, I'm amazed at how well it works, and it's not like it's up super high either. It really works well.
I've got a wire to go up at 71. I don't have a whole lot of space to work with. It's fed. Yeah, I get it up. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, mine is just to say, from a friend of mine a long time ago, that he says it doesn't really. You can put up a loop, or you can put up. He had a yard. I mean, it was like a high pot. It was a I don't even know what you call it. There was no squares to it at all, and he had a loop that wire ran all along the top of the 6-foot fence, all the way around the house. He worked all over the world on that end-fed wire. So you really long wire out there to work it well, and even or a perfect shape.
Well, this is supposed to be good if I ever get it. Hopefully, here I hope another month or so it'll be going.
Yep, I'm with you. Well, you need some help, somebody will come over there. That was Alan, November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor in Lebanon. Anybody else east? Hello, Stan. How are you doing?
Doing well, Paul. How are you doing?
Very good. Your therapy?
Yeah, but no, a long time ago, Paul.
No one. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
A long time ago.
Well, I just wonder, is it all pretty much settling out for you?
Yeah, pretty much. The weather.
Yeah, that's not fun though. And it's probably gets worse. Like in my case, it gets worse as you get older.
Yeah, I can tell you when it's going to rain or when it's going to snow or when we're going to have tornadoes.
Maybe you ought to work down at the weather service.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net tonight, Stan?
No, that's all, Paul. Back to net. Okay, for you.
Thanks for checking in. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo, there in Lebanon. Who else is east or south? Up to the north.
WB0
How you doing there, Mark? Nice to.
It was good to see you. Got a good breakfast. Got the day started off just right.
Was shocked that the meal was $10 and change when Shoney's is 17 and change.
Yeah. It was a good breakfast. Food was good. It, wasn't like the normal powdered eggs that you get.
Those are powdered?
No, I don't know what they were. They were yellow.
Yeah, well, if they weren't too, I would prefer I would prefer what I like, and eggs over easy. But then, in the jumbo eggs, I get 3 of those for some nice. Those are good. Hey, for $10 and change, it's hard to beat that breakfast.
Yeah, I agree. It's good company, good food. Enjoyed it. And got home, and my wife still wasn't up yet. She didn't even.
That's troubling, actually.
We kind of got into COVID mode when days and nights got mixed up, and we're not straight.
Yeah, well, I'm not straightened up either because my wife gets, I think she gets home at 2:15 in the morning, and I go to bed about 10 and her at the door at 2:15, and then we watch TV and do some socializing and then go to bed, and then I get up anywhere between 10 or 11 in the morning, depending on how late we stay up. So my days are always screwed up.
Yep. Well, it's not really have a lot going on, you do whatever you want. So anyway, good breakfast, good net. WB0 in a while.
I don't know about you, but I only get to do what my wife lets me.
Exactly.
In Northwest Wilson County, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar. Who else is north?
What's doing?
Hold on. What's up there, Michael?
Hey, I just wanted to tell Mark that really enjoyed seeing him at the breakfast today. Back to that.
I guess he has no response.
I'm gone.
Very good. Danny, how are you doing?
Oh, we doing good. Playing radio all day. 10 meters.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I wasn't on 10 meters at all today. I was on 20 and 40. Yeah, those were the two. I didn't realize the 10 meters was open. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Actually, worked 10 meter FM for the board.
Yeah, I haven't done 10 meter FM on under time, and that's interesting that it was wide open. Somebody else told me that. Greg told me that it was also open up to, I want to think he said New Jersey.
Oh yeah, we talked to Florida, Maryland, Virginia, all over the place.
So the weather is really weird, isn't it?
Yep, and went up to 6 meters, and I got up there a little late, but it was open up there. I was listening to a guy in Maryland, but I could hear him.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember. I don't know if you were ever around. I presume the repeater's still there up in the New York metro area somewhere. I was able to hit that New York metro repeater on FM on a.
Oh wow! the band had quit, and me and we were just sitting there talking, and this guy come in there and says, "Hey," and he was in Virginia.
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry, I missed that. Yeah, you need to. We need to post that kind of stuff when it comes up. You know, because I was totally blind to that.
And called for you. I called for Michael too, but I got no response, so I went on back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry that I missed it. I really am. It's partially my own fault.
All right. Well, anyway, we put up a 10, so y'all ought to be happy.
Well, I hope so. You're the one that's going to be happy when we do 10 meters tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, hear me.
Oh yeah, well you had a little slim on the audio. You're right. It was really weak. Well, we could hear you, but it was low. You had to listen hard.
Right. I talked to somebody down there in Nashville. Got his, he was about a S4, so yeah.
Very good. I'm glad to hear it's going well. If you're using that 10-meter antenna, we're Florida and up and down the coast, I'm sure that it's doing just fine.
Yep. It's 2 hands.
Excellent, excellent. Anyway, that's Danny. He's in Gallatin. Anything else for the net? Get Danny.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent. Everything else, but I'm glad everything went well for you today. Kilo Delta 4, Golf, Oscar, November, and it's Danny in the west side of Gallatin.
Really, Paul.
Hey, go ahead, Stan.
In the earlier KT4 MIZ.
Yeah, he normally has a good signal to me. What's up? Yeah, I didn't catch all that, Stan. Want to give me the gist of that?
He said he was here him, but he didn't know what was up.
Well, something's up because his signal is, like I said, it's normally as good as yours is, and I know he's got a new location there, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I could when I heard when he was breaking the squelch, but I couldn't tell you everything he had to say. I just had to kind of sit through it was just horrible. Too much noise.
He's about S3 over here.
Yeah. Well, where are you in relation? He's near Cumberland University.
That's 11, and I'm up here in Gallatin, so.
Yeah, well, it's odd. Yeah, it's interesting though, because to me and I heard Jamie. I'm sorry, I heard who I'd heard. Oh, Alan, he's in, and I forget if Stan was in Lebanon. I hear him just fine. So I don't know what's up with the signals. That it's not that far away, but yeah, I'm sorry about that.
He never said that.
Want to make sure. All right, Kevin, we'll talk later or tomorrow. That was Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu in Lebanon, over near Cumberland. Who else is right around the corner, I think. Who else is north? East? Well, so far we got, did we start with west? No, we started with south. North or west?
KM4, Belshire.
All right, got you in there, Michael. Of course, it was nice to see you again this morning. And boy, did Rick make that trip?
Yeah.
Man, he's a diehard, man.
Well, he's about missing, and he wanted to make sure to get here today. And plus, he's got a new set of wheels, and he was kind of showing off.
Oh, I didn't see. Of course, those three guys with those trikes, those gold wing trikes that cost about $35,000, showing off everybody.
They sure were. They were gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous price too.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, Phil said they were like $35,000.
That's too rich for my blood.
Oh, I wouldn't have anything to eat.
Well, me too, but I wouldn't have anything to eat either, and I'm kind of partial to that.
I'll tell you what, though, every day.
I'm telling you what, I was just really, really impressed, and it was just it was just a much better, not attitude, but just the atmosphere was just much better there, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure why though. It's actually a bigger place, so it's not as it's not as crowded, I guess, and it's got segregated areas, so it's kind of I segregated. That's not areas that are separate from each other, so it's easier to be quiet.
Well, yeah, and I thought that was really good for us. Was we used to get that little side room or back in the back.
Yeah, of course, I came home and told my wife that was really a good deal, and it was $10. Send them. In fact, she went to the website to make sure I wasn't lying, and then I said, "Show me this is 12, 17 with change, 17 and change." She goes, "Oh," until she looked it up. I said, "I don't care what you say. I know I got receipts, man." So anyway, my accountant, my wife, couldn't believe it, but she said, "I told you a place to eat at Golden Corral." I said, "Well, I don't remember that."
Well, I wouldn't mind if that winds up being our. I know it's a little further for some people.
Well, it's always going to be someplace that's a little further for some than others. I mean, that's the problem.
But I don't mind driving wherever I need to go.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Yeah, we can't. In other words, I'd love to have more people come up from wherever else in Gallatin, but it's a trip. It really is.
Well, food and good service too, and the coffee wasn't too bad.
No, no, it was excellent. It was excellent. It was fun. It was really good. Anyway, anything else for the net, Mr. Michael?
No, don't get so up enough of your time. So just carry on, do what you do, and thank you for doing it.
All righty. That was Michael, guy who does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights and fills in for me when I'm sick, deployed, out wherever for Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is West?
Kilo Oscar 4 ILV, Jack and Don.
Hold on, Jack. You came in right on top and wiped Kilo Oscar 4, but I don't know who it was.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
Very good. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Paul. Enjoying a hot cup of coffee and a corn cob bite while I'm out
Oh, okay. TV. Yeah, I've never. I still have one of those, like almost a 20-year-old Hitachi projection TV that still works.
monitor in my ham shack, and I want to get it up off of the table so I'd have room for more junk.
Oh yeah, no, that's very convenient. I think I can remember in the 60s, or probably around 65 or 66, my father was reading an article. They're going to have a TV that's thin like a picture, and they're going to be able to hang it on a wall. He that idea that you could just hang a television on a wall when in fact our TV weighed about 250 pounds.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. But hey, that's the way it is. I've got, in fact, all my TVs now mounted on the wall.
No, that really is, to me, it's awesome that along that way. It's just, it kind of freaks you out how different it was over time.
Yep, technology, and then we all die.
That's right. In 100 years, nobody will care what we had to say.
That's true, but the Kentucky Derby finished today.
Oh, I didn't follow that at all. What happened?
There was a horse that was in fact, it wasn't even listed. He wasn't supposed to run. One of the horses that was supposed to race got scratched yesterday, so they called us on stuff and we'll let it run. And he was a long shot, 80-1 was the odds. He was in the far outside pole position, and he ran away.
Oh my gosh, That would freak out the. And was it a Kentucky animal?
Not sure, but I believe he was.
Well, see, that's not so bad. But when the animal comes from like Colorado, they get.
I think this guy just got the call yesterday. He wasn't planning on racing there. In fact, he was. I think he's not that far from Louisville, but he was the last minute. They put him in because we need another horse to fill out the pack, and
Well, again, we know what the odds were. If it's 80 something to 1, we know what the odds were pretty high that he'd come in first place.
Yeah, it was a good race, so I enjoyed watching it. Of course, I didn't bet on him or any other horse for that. But I picked, I don't know where he's finished. I'm not sure he's finished yet.
No, those are just fun to watch, really. I enjoy them. I'm sorry I missed it. I didn't realize it was on far behind I am. No, I'll have to look that up on YouTube. I'm sure they've got the replay there.
Oh, yeah, they'll have replays for that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. That's exciting, really. It's nice to have man, that's amazing. That far along. Anyway, anything else for the net there? It's ham related other than the Kentucky Derby?
No, nothing ham related, just hanging out and chatting down here. So I'll say $73, Kilo 4 MKD clear.
Yeah, very good. That's Doug at Kilo Oscar 4 Mike, Kilo Delta. Jack, I heard you in there. Good to see you today.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody at the breakfast this morning.
Yeah. They charge $10.
I know, it looked like a great breakfast. That place was kind of hard to find. I'm glad somebody told me where it was.
Yeah, it's Chick-fil-A, and really it's like hidden.
Well, and also the conditions are really odd tonight because there are a lot of people. I can always hear him and several others that I normally can't hear. I can hear.
I hate to sound stupid. Any sense to me? It's not like we're 100 miles apart.
I know, it's just really, there's no rhyme or reason. I don't understand it.
No, it seems almost impossible to me that I couldn't hear Kevin in Lebanon, because I've never had a problem hearing Kevin. You could be using a handheld and I can hear him.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is. I'm not an engineer. I can't tell you. A Scientologist, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's if I were a proctologist, I could probably tell you.
Thanks for doing the net, Paul. I'll get out of the way and let somebody else check in. KG4 LV, I'm clear.
See, if I was a proctologist, I could pull the answer. All right. Well, that was Jack at Kilo Gold. He's in Donaldson. Anybody else west or anywhere? Squelch breaker. I didn't hear one word. Does anybody copy that station?
Do it again. I heard some of it.
One more time, please. Oh, KI4WBZ. Very good. That's Chris, and he's over either Old Hickory or in Hermitage. I forget which. Yeah, very good. Chris, I'm not. If you're copying me, I'm not copying you, and I'm not sure you're mobile or what. Yeah, I didn't hear a word. He's in Hermitage. Chris, I'm sorry, I can't even hear. Chris?
Yeah, I did. I had a good copy on him that go around.
Ah, very good. He wasn't telling me anything nasty, was he?
The next go around.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, normally I can hear him, but like I said, in some cases, it's like I got.
Conditions are just really weird tonight for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably, who said it's all those people who are upset about what's his name, Musk buying Twitter.
You're probably.
They've hacked into the airwaves.
maybe an earthquake.
It could just be the start of apocalypse. You never know.
I bought more ammo yesterday.
Yeah, very good. All righty. Chris, it was good. No, good to hear you in there, but I couldn't hear you or who it was. I'm thankful for the relay. Who else is any place?
For CXC, Chris and Mount Juliet.
All righty, Chris. Good to hear you. And at least I can hear you.
I was going to say, this one you should be able to hear.
No, I mean, when's the last time you heard me say I couldn't hear you more than once?
When I was on my HD, probably standing with the house in front of me, and you're on the other side of it.
Oh, I mean, I meant anybody. I mean, normally I can hear everybody, and I can hear them, but today it's horrible for some people.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, the conditions were good. The other day, nights we were getting some, long distance signals coming in. I was keying up a repeater up in Kentucky, but conditions 3 hours or so.
Yeah, no. What's stunning me tonight is that the conditions are very isolated. I mean, I can hear some stations. Doesn't make sense.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Maybe some people got misunderstood. Thought it was 1 watt night.
Yeah, I wish I could go down to 1 watt. I can only do 5.
Yeah, most rate down to 1, but no, I'm lowest on any of the other regs are all 5 watts. Anything else good for the net, Chris? I mean, things going all right?
No, everything's good over. Check in and say 73.
All right. I hope things are going well. That was Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, who escaped from Donaldson. He got out of that Davidson County with his life almost gone. Who else? Any place, anywhere? Okay. If I'll need a relay, or you have to say that again, because I'm having trouble.
Golf Mike Bravo, go Jet. Paul, it's W4GMB. He's in Bellevue, and your name is Mike. Gary. Yeah. Okay, I have a short memory, Gary. Sorry about that.
I'm barely copying Gary, but I can't hear some of it. That was Whiskey 4 Golf Mike Bravo. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
Gary checked in. How long? My memory's also short sometimes.
Gary, it was good to have you with us. Hope to hear you again next week.
Yeah, good to have you in there, Gary. I don't know what's the deal is, but like with the propagation, even under short distances. So good to have you in there. Yes, I do recognize the name now. That I just didn't remember it. Yeah, Gary's in Nashville. That's Whiskey 4 Golf Mike Bravo. And the signal was, I just barely could hear him in there. Was anybody?
At Bellevue, Paul.
I'm sorry, Bellevue.
DQH.
Oh, I got DQH in there. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good, Paul. Just hanging out. Working online. We're going to be moving to Cincinnati. Trying to find somewhere to live up there.
Oh, wow. Hope that's a good move.
Yeah, we'll be closer to.
Well, that's not true for all families. You know that.
Right. Good thing for me. That's a good thing.
No, I'm kind of joking about that because I always got along with my in-laws. It's just that some in-laws are nice to be near.
Yeah, that's how my parents are to my wife.
No, I'm glad things are going well.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I hope it well. Keep us posted. We're gonna sorry to lose a Simplex Net up there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. They have a Simplex Net up there. It's actually since 4:30. And a bunch of guys go up there and whack trip.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, it doesn't Simplex, but it's nice to have an active ham community locally.
Absolutely. And I always like talking Simplex anyway.
But either way is good. It's just that, yeah, my preference is for Simplex. But again, if all you got is a repeater to talk to somebody, that's what you got.
You got to do. You got to use what you have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why I don't. While it's a Echo Link and D-Star and all those other modes that take it through the internet, the ones that do, I just I will, but until then, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's kind of nice. To go see my brother down in Georgia last week for about 3 days, and then we went camping for 3 nights. And we were near LJ up in the mountains, but I was only able to where I was at, so it was kind of I was very limited on the theaters and how it was hilly. I do no one on Simple.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's being access to repeaters though is very handy when that's all you got.
Absolutely.
Well, very good. That was Drew. He's in Murfreesboro, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta, Quebec Hotel. Decent, reasonably good signal from Murfreesboro, but a couple of the others were crazy. Anyway, anybody else from any place, anywhere?
KN.
Okay, and for ZBY, I haven't heard from you in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a minute. With the proper, if my equipment can make it through to you tonight.
Well, it's doing just fine. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm at the base. I'm here just on the west side of Nashville. When I first heard the net start earlier, you were like, what's going on? And I looked out the window. Oh, my antenna's in the low position. So I went out and raised it up, and yeah, you jumped.
Yeah, oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'm usually pretty good into Nashville because of my elevation. I'm kind of looking down the backyard. You know, I can see. I think I've told you that. I can see the lights in Nashville from my back window.
Oh yeah, but I was surprised. Forward and fading. I'm like, something's wrong. And, oh yeah, I got to raise my antenna up. So I put another, and putting another 15, 20 feet on it will, affect your signal quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it's dramatic. An antenna at 10 feet and you double the height, and it's like you can't believe how much a difference it makes.
Absolutely. So yeah, well, thanks for checking me in.
Yeah, very good, Roger. That's Kilo November 4 Zulu Bravo Yankee. He's in West Nashville, out of Davidson County. Very good. Who else is any place anywhere? Let's check in. Lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers. Are there any of those still out there? All righty, we had 28 check-ins. Seems like that's a nice average number these days. We're going to jump right over to check-in. We're going to jump over to the 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240. If you're ready, breaks in here and tells me now. And we're going to be following that immediately. It'll only take a few minutes because we don't have that many on the 50.135 on 6 meters. So hang in there if you don't have 2-meter upper sideband. But we're going to go right over there right now. Okay, we'll see you there in a minute. All right, this is the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 2 meters upper sideband. Please come now from the south.
I told you can't get rid of me, KM410.
Well, I told you I couldn't get rid of you if I tried.
44.240.05. Am I on your frequency?
Well, it's pretty darn close. I wouldn't necessarily be able to sideband stuff, but no, you sound good.
Okay, I moved it to 144.240.00 because that's where it messed me up.
No, that made you even better. Now it sounds like you are natural.
Oh, okay. I had always thought 50 cycles, but maybe with that 897 you got, I don't have to do that. So okay, looks like things are working well here. I'm going to try to make the 6-meter net too. I got this new amplifier that'll work 6, and I'm curious if your way. Got the beam pointed north too, so we'll try it in a few. KM4TM.
I just want to give you an update. No more, okay?
50 gigacycle. What do you call it? 50 hertz.
You can tell when somebody first learned the business when they still call it cycles. You know, that's where I was.
I'm not sure, but I think you're calling.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm in the same boat. I mean, that's what I learned it as, and then they said no, it's not cycles anymore. Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, that was Tom, Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Nice signal out of Rockville. Who else is Sal?
Well, it was 22nd. I just turned 59, so there you go. I'm just a puppy. KM4TM.
Yeah, very good, Tom. I doubled with what you said. Yeah, we're all getting older by the minute. Who else? That was Tom again in Rockville. Kilo Mike 4 Tango.
Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor.
All right, good signal there. You sound good on sideband for sure. You sounded good, Larry, but you sound good here as well.
I think I sound more manly here, but then again, it just depends on above or below you.
Great, really good. Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor in Walter Hill. Who else? There was a couple of people tripling in there on me, but who else was there? Ah, very good. You sound good there. Did you check in on the upper sideband before? I don't remember. Boy, it's rough though. What are you doing? Something funny with the? Because it's like broken up when you're talking. Are you sure you're on the 144.240? Yeah, because it sounds like it's really choppy the way you're. I can tell it's you, and I can hear what you're saying, but it's just a choppy signal. It seems a little better. No big deal. Let's move on. So it's 12 after. That was Tony in Smyrna, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. Who else is south? East. Hey, Stan, you sound pretty good yourself. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel. Oh, and he's in Lebanon. Who else is east? Right, we got K4J, K4. It is K, isn't it? I'm writing it down, but I missed the first part of your thing. There you go. It's N. Boy, yeah, appreciate the correction on it. That's Alan in Lebanon. That's November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor. Who else was in there? Yeah, here's you good that time.
I don't know, Paul. I guess there's a building between us or something. Because I hear you fine over here, but I just can't explain it. I don't understand it. As soon as I get that beam up out, I think that'll make a difference.
No, I told you, I can always hear you on FM, always. And that's just unusual that I can't hear you today.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've heard a long story to tell you about that poll that you gave me.
Oh man, well I got another one.
I'll have to tell you one time when we get a little chance where we can hear each other better. Maybe I'll talk to you a little bit, Paul. It's a very interesting story. You'll like KG4 MIZ Net.
Nobody got hurt. That was Kevin, KG4 MIZ in Lebanon, which I could hear him this time, but not on FM. Who else is?
KG4 CXC, Chris and Mount Juliet.
Hey, very good, Chris. Got you in there good and solid. You sound great. Are you copying everybody okay on 2 meters upper sideband?
Clear.
All right, just want to make sure. Very good. That's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Chris in here in Mount Juliet towards Gladesville. Who else is Gladeville? That's where they make the air freshener crap. Who else is east or north? Anybody else? East or north? East, north, or west?
KM4 in Bellshire.
Well, you moved temporarily and just moved over there again?
Only in my mind.
All right. Sorry, of all the things I've lost, it's my mind I missed the most. That was Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Before I quit, if I have, I'm trying long wire on 6 meters. So if I'm not doing well when you first hear me, I want you to jump in there and take over the net.
Will do, Paul. Don't worry.
It came RF in Bellevue, Belfast, Bellshire. That's right. Who else is no?
Jack and Donaldson.
All right, I had 2 in there. Perfect double, and I heard both of them. I'm here. Kilo Golf 4 India Golf Victor. Golf India Victor. What is, if I can get it so wrong, it's India Lima Victor. All right, that's because there was a double in there, but that's what I'll blame. Hold on 1 second, Jack. Charlie Victor Echo, was that you, Greg? Because you sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I was in there. Sorry, I got jumped out of position there. Yeah, very.
Oh yeah, no, it's wow. I would this is the worst I think I've ever heard it in terms of how inconsistent it is.
I mean, I could hear a Hermitage station, and you couldn't. So that's, things are topsy turvy.
Yeah, it's wacky. Anyway, that was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg in Antioch, and I sound real good in there. How are you copying people tonight on upper sideband? Is it any different for you?
No, pretty much the same. From the east, only a couple of them I could hear Chris, but some of them on the east I could.
Okay, well, Chris is well, you mean Chris Charlie Golf X-ray.
Yeah, Glayfield.
You guys said it wrong. Charlie X-ray Golf. Yeah, no, he's got a good signal out of Glayfield.
Other than that, it was pretty much the same.
Very good. It was Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He's in, of course, Donaldson. Everybody knows that by now. Who else? Any place, anywhere from. No. All righty, we'll go with that. I think we had 11 check-ins. Was that the number there?
I concur, Paul.
All right, very good. We're going to go over to 6 meters now, to 50.135. Go ahead, Michael, and then come back to make sure I'm doing something right here.
Will do.
All right, I'm going over planes. This is Kilo 4 Whiskey with the 6 meter net on 146.415. Is there anybody copying me right now? Anybody copying me? Anybody copying K4P then? This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Looking for stations from the south. Please come now. Michael, you want to jump in there? Can you hear me? Before Papa Echo Whiskey. Not copying me, Tom? Now go ahead, Michael. If you're hearing me, go ahead. Yeah, tell Michael if you would that I need him to pick up the 6-meter sign.
Uh, 700 watts with a 75 feet over. Well, you're bouncing from S7 to S9, so you're doing real well. Your audio is great. All right, very good, very good. Thank you, Mike. Well, continue on. I won't hold you up. Glad to know everything's good. KM4. Hey, Tom, thank you. Who's next for South? Call out. Tom, can you relay me in? Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie. Relay Mike, Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor checking in. No problem, Mike. Okay. You got a pretty good signal to me. KB5 ECB. Well, maybe you can't hear me. From the south, call now.
How's my copy now, Michael? K4PW.
Good, Paul. Go ahead and take it.
No, you can go. Well, I can't. Who else checked in? I know you heard Tom in there, and I heard you in there, and I heard Larry in there.
I did not probably making the announcement over there, but right now we're at your number 4.
Okay, very good. That includes you, of course.
Yes. Okay. Were you talking about Larry and Rockville?
Yeah. No, I was talking about Larry CVE.
Oh yeah, I can hear him, no problem.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. Who else is out? I don't know where we started. You started with the South, did you? All right. Anybody else in the South? Please come down. Anybody from the East? Please come down. Anybody from the North? Come down. Oh, we're not doing too well. This is K4PW a little bit, but anybody, any place, please come down. EGON, Golf Oscar November. Very good, Danny. That's K4, KG4 GON in West. What do you call it?
I can't hear Paul. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
You're not hearing me?
He can't hear you at all, Paul.
Wow. Well, yes, I did. My quite a bit, so I can understand why there's a problem.
Well, you're still doing almost.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is on that. Now SWR is down to almost nothing now that I retuned it, but that's weird. Very weird. I'll have to see if I can't manually tune it if it'll do it better. But Greg, are you copying me now?
Great.
No, I'm back on the power antenna. I should be good.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, that might be due to conditions too. I don't know. He can hear you though. That's what's interesting. Is there anybody else out there? Any place?
KB4 RSM, Glenn and Mount Juliet.
Man, where have you been, Glenn?
Yeah,
Well, you're probably good for a couple of awards for non-appearances.
All right, well, just tell me where to pick them up.
So how you doing? Okay?
Oh yeah, doing fine. Absolutely. Summer's here, and it's my time.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. There's been a lot of big projects going on, but not too bad now.
Heard anything? And I wonder where I thought you moved away or something.
it. I'll try to jump in there some.
All right.
All right, Paul. Well, yeah, you've got a good signal to me, but I guess just for our being so close. Good to talk to everybody, and hope everybody's having a good evening.
Yeah, very good. That was Glenn. He's here on the east side of Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo, Sierra, Mike. Good to hear from you. He hadn't checked in a while. Busy boy. Is anybody else? Please come now. Anybody else for the 2 meter up? I'm sorry, for the 6 meter upper sideband. Well, nothing heard. Then we're going to close out the net, and I'm not sure how many we had, but I think we had. Was that?
Oh, you dropped out.
All right, I dropped out again. Dang. All right, then I'm closing the net. Can you?
He said he's closing the net. Yeah, he's dropped down to one to me, KB4RSM. Okay, Glenn. Those rewards, high top Mount Juliet. All right, sounds good.
On the net.